Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. In today's video, we're going to do a quick review of everything I've made in the month of May and discuss my plans for the month of June. I had a bit of a slow start to the month of May because my first project took forever. It was well worth it in the end, but it meant that I got less done during the month of May. Now, May is also all about Me Made May, and I did manage to post a picture on Instagram most of the days this month, so I'm going to count that as a huge win for a couple of reasons. First of all, just the consistency and being intentional about what I was going to put on in the morning so that I could really and truly have a good look at my wardrobe and what I wanted to do with it was like a huge win. But number two, yeah, it just gave me a lot of data, a lot of information on which to build future plans for my wardrobe, and not just for my summer wardrobe, but also going into fall and winter, because the start of this month was very chilly. So I didn't really get to put on many spring, summer clothes until like the middle of the month. So yeah, so Me Made May was a big, big win for me this year, more so than any other year. So there you go. All right, so let's quickly run down all of the wonderful things I managed to make during the month of May. Number one is the Avenir jumpsuit. So I made two versions of that pattern. The first one was to be my wearable muslin. It was in a turquoise tencel twill that I'd had in my stash forever. I had 3 meters of it and I managed to make the Avenir with it. I had very low expectations of this garment, but I was very, very pleasantly surprised at how much I love this garment. So I did make a non-wearable muslin of the Avenir last year, and based on that, when I cut into the turquoise fabric, I made a couple of adjustments right off the bat. First of all, I scooped the back crotch curve by about 1/4 inch to account for my low bum, and I extended the back crotch and the front crotch by 1/2 inch, but instead of just extending just the crotch part, I basically added 1/2 inch from the crotch all the way to the hem on both the front and the back. And I ended up with a really, really good fit at the bottom. What I did find after wearing it for a full day is that, first of all, the elastic at the waist was way too short. It was cutting into me, and after a couple hours, I was no longer comfortable in my beautiful jumpsuit. So for my final version, I extended the elastic by 4 inches. That's massive, 4 inches. And I lengthened the bodice a little bit because I'm very straight through my torso. I don't really have a clear indentation at the waist. So I like, if I'm going to be wearing a belt or trying to cinch something in at the waist, like the Avenir jumpsuit is, I like to add a little bit of length to the bodice to make it billow out above the belt. So it adds volume above the belt, and the Avenir jumpsuit is very flowy and loose at the bottom, so I've got volume there too, and then I bring it in with the belt so I look like I've got a waist. So after my turquoise version and the success that it was, I made those adjustments. That's it. The elastic and lengthening the bodice by 1 inch. And then I used a beautiful Minerva exclusive viscose challis to make the final version. And that version I wore to my mom's 75th birthday party the weekend of May 26th. Loved my final jumpsuit. It was very comfortable all evening. I got so many compliments. Unfortunately, it was quite chilly on the day and it rained a little bit. So I had to wear something on top, not to be cold. So I paired it with my cozy cardigan, which is a nice navy. I wore a navy belt. I was wearing navy sandals. Loved my look. Absolutely loved my look. So that was a huge success. Now, I'm still not a fan of jumpsuits for logistical going to the bathroom reasons. When we went out to celebrate my mom, obviously I had to go to the bathroom a couple times, and getting half naked in a restaurant bathroom is not my idea of a good time. But as far as jumpsuits go, this is probably one of the easiest ones to get on and off. Yeah, so the elastic neckline, elastic waist, there are no zippers, buttons, ties. Just slide it down and then slide it back up again. So as far as that, it's probably, you know, one of the less problematic jumpsuits out there. So those were makes number 1 and 2 in the month of May, and were both huge successes. Then my Think Pink box for the month of May. When I first opened my box, as much as I loved the fabric, I was so stumped as far as, my gosh, what am I going to do with this? I loved the purple and the print, wasn't crazy about the orange, didn't know if orange was going to suit me. I went back and forth for days trying to decide what to make. And you know, I have a commitment to myself and to you to some extent to get my Think Pink fabric sewn up in the month and then put a video out with the unboxing and the reveal. So I was on a deadline. I needed to make up my mind. In the end, I decided to go with a cute cord set or matchy-matchy set with the Avola Cami by Cashmerette and the Winslow culottes by Helen's Closet. I did use Helen's hack, which is on her blog, and I'm going to link to it below, to put elastic in the back instead of a zipper, and I loved it. Loved sewing it, loved wearing it. This is going to be amazing in my summer wardrobe. I'm also going to link to the video I put out on the channel with the unboxing and the reveal if you want more info on that set. And then finally, I managed to make 2 athleisure type garments that I'd planned to make in the month of May with a lilac French terry fabric from Minerva. I made the Parker Ponte pants, which I've made before. I absolutely love. I'm actually wearing them right now, my burgundy pair that I made last November. Love these pants. And in a French terry, they are pretty awesome. So I made those, and to go with that, I decided to make a Cashmerette Stanton hoodie, but I made the expansion pack version or variation where instead of a hood, you have a half zip and a high collar. Yeah, 2 thumbs up, loving this set. And I'm gonna have a bit of a purple theme to my summer wardrobe, I think, because I have more purple fabric in my stash that I'm planning to use for summer makes. So yeah, quite pleased with my athleisure set. Yeah, those were patterns I'd made before, so no big head scratching moments or no challenges at all. And yeah, I'm quite pleased with both of them. So overall, a pretty successful month of May, even though I had a slow start, with 6 garments made, and all of them pretty successful. So yeah, a good month, a really good month of May. Hi, I thought I would jump in. I was reviewing the clips from the video and realized I never told you I finished Marianne's maxi skirt. So in the month of May, I also finished Marianne's project, which was the Free Spirit skirt by Pattern Emporium in a beautiful, beautiful crepe fabric. Now, I am recording this and she has not yet picked up her skirt, but she will be editing this video. So hopefully she's going to be inserting some pictures so that you can see her in her beautiful, beautiful skirt. All right, back to the video. All right, so what am I going to get up to in June, you might ask? I've got 5 projects on my list. Not 100% confident I'm going to manage to get all 5 done. I really hope so, because I'm not going to say need. I really want to get all 5 done. I'm even secretly hoping I'm going to have time for a 6th project, but we'll see about that. So number 1 is a Gilbert top by Helen's Closet in a viscose crepe. Now the reason why I want another Gilbert top, because I made one in April, some of you commented on that video that you had made the Gilbert top sleeveless using one of Helen's hacks on her blogs, and right away my mind went, oh, I need a Gilbert top without sleeves. And I want to record a tutorial for how I use the hem facing for the ties rather than a narrow hem where you can see the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm going to use this fabric from Core Fabrics that I got last year. It is a crazy color. Nothing understated about this fabric. But I think it works for me. It is, I don't know if it's this color exactly, but a very similar color is on my color palette. I like bright colors on me. I don't always like to wear them. This is a little outside of my comfort zone, but I think it's going to be a really fun summer top. Sleeveless with the ties at the waist. And I can wear this with navy, with white, with black. I wonder if this is even, yeah, that might look a little crazy with purple, but who knows? It might work. So this is project number 1, and there will be a tutorial coming out on the channel showing you how to make a hem facing for the Gilbert top. Project number 2 is a project for Marianne, so that's going to be her monthly make, and she requested a simple t-shirt, so I'm going to make her the Islaris top by Itch to Stitch in this fabric. So I've got 1 3/8 of this double brushed poly that I got from Jen, who is today in Jen's sewing room, when we went to Florida last year. So Jen was destashing a bunch of her fabrics and I jumped on this one. Marianne loves it, so I'm gonna make her a fun t-shirt with this. I think it's gonna be really, really cute. So that's project number 2. Project number 3 is gonna be the Bennett pants by Stylark. In the month of April, I made a muslin of those pants, just kind of test the fit. And I think I'm going to make my usual adjustments with the pattern, and it's going to fit me quite nicely. So I'm going to scoop, 1/4 inch scoop, and add a 1/2 inch to the crotch extension. And fingers crossed, it's going to work out great. I don't sew the slit on the side of the pants. In that pattern, it's just not my style, so I'm just gonna do a straight leg, and I'm going to use this tan linen that I got a few months ago now from Core Fabrics. I'm not sure why I bought this color. I'm gonna be completely honest. I must have been influenced by something or somebody somewhere. Tan is not my color at all. I don't even really like this color, but if it's pants, it's very, very neutral. I can wear a ton of colors with this, so I figured it might work. But also, if my adjustments on the Bennett don't quite work out, I'm not going to be heartbroken, and I'll be able to just give those pants away to somebody else. So that's going to be project number 3. I do want to nail the fit on the Bennett because I like that they're a flat front, elasticated back, straight-ish legs. I think these could be a good option or a good alternative to my Luna pants, which are elasticated waist all around. So a little bit of an elevated elasticated waist pants. So that's project number 3. Project number 4 is a new bag. So let me show you what bag I want to make, because I've done it in the past. So I want to make the aeroplane bag by So Sweetness. I made this pattern probably 5 years ago now, and I used the supplies I had on hand. I didn't have enough interfacing. I wasn't using polyester thread, and my poor bag is now falling apart. I didn't have any feet, so the bottom is, you know, pretty banged up. Yeah, it's pretty floppy, and my straps are are falling apart. The zipper doesn't function very well, and it is coming out. Yeah, it needs a refresh. And I love the size of the bag though, because this is the bag I use when I go to the island house for the weekend. It fits all of the clothes I want to bring with me. It fits all my toiletries. Yeah, it even fits like my iPad. And anyways, it's the perfect size. It's got 2 zippered pockets on the inside. I'm gonna make a better version of the aeroplane with all of the proper interfacing and foam and zippers and purse feet at the bottom, so that when I put my bag in the boat, the bottom of my bag doesn't actually touch the bottom of the boat. And I'm going to make it with faux leather for the bottom in this amazing color. Look at this. And for the upper portion and lining, so I'm going to use these 2 fabrics for the lining and for the exterior of the bag. I haven't decided yet if this is going to be the exterior and this the lining, or vice versa, but I think, yeah, this is going to be a pretty awesome bag, and I'm very excited. I've got 1 yard of each of these quilting cottons. I've got a ½ yard of this faux vinyl. Yeah, and then I'll just need to pick, I have a bunch of continuous zipper tape that I'm going to use for this bag. I'm just going to pick probably like a white or gray zipper. And yeah, I'm excited about this project. So that's project number 4. Now project number 5 is going to be my monthly Think Pink make. The box has landed. It landed on Monday this week. So I am recording this Wednesday the 29th of May, and my box landed at my door on Monday the 27th. I was very excited. The fabric is stunning, and I already know what I'm making with it. The fabric is washed, it's dried, it's just waiting its turn on my cutting table, but I'm really excited about what I'm making with the fabric. So that is it in terms of the plans I want to make this month. I really want to get all 5 done. Now, if I still have a tiny bit of time at the end of this month, I also want to make myself a bathing suit for this summer. I don't have a bathing suit for when we go to the island. I typically throw on a tank and a pair of shorts, but that's really not practical because they take forever to dry and they hang on me. Like, you try swimming with a cotton tank, not comfortable. So I really want to try and make myself a bathing suit. So hopefully I'll have some time left at the end of June to get that done, and it probably will happen because I am going to be on vacation the last week of June. It's going to be like a staycation. We're not really going anywhere. If the weather is nice, we're going to spend some of it at the island. And if the weather is not so nice, I'm going to be spending it down here in my sewing room. So I'm really, really excited and looking forward to that. And there you go, a quick review of all my May makes and my plans for June. I would love to hear from you. Which of my May makes was your favorite? Do you have any questions about any of them? Please put that in the comments below. And also let me know which one of my June projects you are most excited to see. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.